som Novak opsnapper. Rømer. Men vi havde oplevelsen for en uge siden, hvor det var 10 grader varmere. Det er et åbent fodboldhold, Apollon. Det var Midtjylland også øvrigt.
Jeg skulle lige til at sige 20 grader varmere.
Ja, men, det føles det.
Ja, det var det. Og også nogle sjove oplevelser, vi havde efter kampen sagt. Altså, kyprioterne, de var vilde af beundring for Alexander Sørloth. Ja, så wow, hvor kommer han fra, ham der?
De var stolte af, simpelthen ville trykke hans hånd, og stolte af, at han havde spillet på deres stadion.
Jeg må bare sige, at han fortsætter takterne, også i Odense i weekenden med 2 mål på et kvarters penge. Du kan se, at han har selvtillid.
Nissen til Jakob Poulsen. Men det er aggressivt af Rasmus Nissen, der forlader sin højre bak, når Europa bolden klukker den fra Saketti. Du sidder og peger og fægter, Lars.
Ja, Boring var gået i et glimrende løb. En lille chipbold ned til ham.
Den kommer chipbolden så op mod Rilvan Hassan i stedet. Så er der plads til Alex. Og det er manden, der har de her afleveringer i sig. Han er rasende og utilfreds med Jakulis timing i løbet.
Men det er også manden, der prøver på den svære aflevering hver gang, og det ved Midtjylland godt. Så det drejer sig lige om, når han får bolden lige droppet af. Han prøver altid den lange, svære vinderpasning.
Så har vi løbet igen. Sørloth ruller af på midtstopper Robert. Manden han løb fra ved scoringen på Cypern. Og så er han faktisk fri til afslutning. Ja. Han strutter, og de praller af på ham. Robert og Juste, de 2 stopper.
Hvem er ham der? Han går bare forbi, som det passer ham. Det ser meget ubesværet ud.
Endnu har vi ikke set de her fremstød fra Shander. Venstre bakken med nummer 21. Apollon, der jo ikke har været i kamp andet end på den europæiske scene i år, så de spillede en Supercup-kamp, der slog de Apollon på hjemlig grund, men er ikke i gang med turneringen endnu. Skulle have spillet i weekenden, men den kamp er udsat simpelthen, fordi forbundet vil give Apollon-spillerne, trænerne, bedst mulig forberedelsesmulighed frem mod kampen her. Og for at få et kypriotisk hold i gruppespillet. Novak. Et smart lille vinklet træk. Det bliver så træk for meget fra tjekken. Og det er jo lidt samme sang, vi kan synge om Novak her, som vi synger om Shander på den anden bak fra gæsterne. Han er bedst fremad.
Det er en, der er ude over stepperne.
Og fløjtet. Østrigske dommer mener at se en forseelse på Alexander Sørloth. Ja, hvem har fat i hvem?
Ja, har de ikke lige godt fat i hinanden?
Men 1-0 spillet et kvarter. Og lige nu Midtjylland videre på reglen om udebanemål, men hvor er der langt endnu? Er det tydeligt? Lige så snart bolden bliver spillet op, så stikker de 3 forreste afsted fra Midtjylland og trækker i Apollons bagkæde.
Det gør de.
Banen er, som vi siger, enormt lang.
Ja, det er den. Det er enorme afstand, der er i begge hold lige nu. Der er masser af plads at spille i. Jeg venter egentlig bare lidt på, at Sørloth han bare dropper ned, når både Boring og Hassan løber dybt. Bare lige droppe ned, så kan han vende med bolden og udfordre det forsvar.
Køligt spillet ud af Midtjylland og Spar, og så er muligheden for dybdeløbet. Dårlig timing fra Nissen her. Jakob Poulsen. Elvan Hassan. Nissen ikke offside på nogen måde. Charlotte og hjørnespark, og han tager sig til hovedet dernede. Kyprioternes træner Sofronis Avgosti kan også godt mærke udviklingen fra en egentlig lovende begyndelse på kampen for gæsterne til de nu er under tryk. Han er her.
Ja.
Rent hvilløst rundt.
Og han kan også godt huske, hvad der skete på de hjørnespark på Cypern. Der var FC Midtjylland farlig. Specielt på den her side her, hvor Jakob Poulsen han valgte at slå den der halvlæggende bristspark. Det der engelske hjørnespark så vi et par gange i specielt anden halvleg, og den blev farlig.
Jeg håber stemningen fra MCH Arena når med hjem. Jeg ved ikke om det er Balkan. Men den er fin. Stor støtte ned mod Midtjylland. Og igen samme hjørnespark. Ikke frispark til gengæld. Fin redning på hovedstødet fra stor afstand fra Boring. Sikkert hjørnespark.
Ja, sikkert hjørnespark, men heller ikke markering på Jonas Boring. Inden for hvad? Har han 5 meter til nærmeste modstander? Og vi kan genkende det udtryk fra Cypern. Der er mange af de samme ting, der går igen.
Kian Hansen kan kaste langt. Maglica hætter væk. Charlotte tager slåskampen. Ikke helt stor kontrol der for Elvan Hassan, og for langsomt går det for Jakob Poulsen. Nissen, glimrende aflevering. Novak. Rasmus Nissen igen. De overtager i den bagerste del af feltet. FC Midtjylland skal tippes ind. Boring står og slår ud med armene. Han var helt fri ved bagerste stolpe.
Den dybe ske til bagstolpen. Der lå Jonas Boring klar. Med João Pedro, der er 1,58 meter. Den duel havde han 100% vundet.
Den dybe ske. Okay.
Ja, sandhjernet, hvor man lige går lidt dybt ind.
Ja. Det er ikke den, han skal bruge nu, Jakob Poulsen. Så vi får endnu sådan en kraftfuld hjørnespark. Trukket snorlige. Er ikke helt på samme måde. Lidt mere luft under.
Med en super åbning af FC Midtjylland, det må vi sige. Og fortjent fører de jo 1-0.
Chander, så kommer han med. Sætter Elvan Hassan af. Og han sparker direkte. Viser meget godt, hvad han har gjort af.
Ja, vi vidste udbrud, det vi kom på et eller andet tidspunkt. Du kan se, at han er jo mulig at holde tilbage. Han vil frem over banen. Der blev han nok nødt til på et eller andet tidspunkt. Elvan Hassan, der blev nødt til at lave et frispark også, så han kommer igennem på den måde.
Det var, efter vores mening i hvert fald, da vi sad efter bearbejdede kampen nede på Cypern, klart deres bedste spiller der.
Ja, det synes jeg med afstand, han var.
Farlige små kombinationer i eget territorie for FC Midtjylland. Og godt lagt videre. Sørloth kan komme fri. Bringes til fald af Chander. Elvan Hassan, der fløjte for frispark. Så kommer der følgestraf. Augusti, kyprioternes træner, er meget utilfreds med kendelsen. Elvan Hassan bliver liggende.
Jeg tror også, han var i tvivl om, han egentlig skulle dømme det frispark.
Lad os se her. Det er smart lavet af Sørloth.
Nej, jeg synes, det er... Og jeg synes, det er for hårdt. Han går til, men jeg synes, det er fint at få... det er det. Der er frispark. Og han står jo i en glimrende position, også dommeren. Så kan man sige, at det skulder mod skulder, men han har ikke chance for at komme på bolden i den duel.
Men der var det der drop ned fra Sørloth. Jakob Poulsen klar med dødbolden.
Og snørebåndstegnet. Hvad er det?
Ja. Øst helt over bag os, Boring.
Still early days in the tie this evening.
Charlotte.
Free kick, says the referee.
Der skal de holde presset Midtjylland her. Det er dumt frispark af Tim Sparv. Vi står altså 4 midtjyder. Hvad skal Alex gøre med ryg til ham?
Accidental handball there as Sparv comes away with it for Midtjylland. Once again, Nissen finding space down this right-hand side. Wayward pass though. Chambry comes away with it for Limassol.
Saketti frem i banen. Og held for hands fra kroatiske Jakulis. Rasmus Nissen.
Alex forced deep to come and collect the pass. Well, a hefty challenge comes in from the Danes. Unpunished this time.
Juste.
They were rather stung by the early goal.
Netop Juste og Roberge, de to stoppere, som spiller sammen her. Spanske Hector Juste og Valentin Roberge fra Frankrig. Ja, de bliver mange, da vi kigger og slutter lidt med de kypriotiske journalister. Fremhævet som nogle af de stærke punkter, virkelig solide forsvarsspillere.
Vi ser dem som bestemt modsat nogen, der er til at løbe frem med bold.
Ja, det må jeg sige. Jeg synes virkelig, de var ekstremt langsomme begge to.
Shepherded all the way.
På Kyberen. Så vi så Sørloth, der legede med dem og løb frem med bold flere gange. Så de efterlod alt andet end et sikkert indtryk.
The MCH Arena, far from full this evening. Opened back in 2004. Not one of the heavyweights of Danish football.
Vi har snakket meget om det, og heller ikke for sidste gang, vi gør det nu. Tilfældets magt er også noget, der spiller Sørloths vej i øjeblikket. Han skulle slet ikke have spillet fra start på Kyberen. Det var Onoratos plads. Så blev han mavesyg. Det viste sig senere at være blindtarmsbetændelse. Han blev opereret. Og siden har grebet chancen. Altså, det var en decideret trussel om første angriberposition.
Ja, og de er begge to store spillere, rent fysisk, men efterlader også et forskellige indtryk. Og Sørloth jo har en fart, som Onorato ikke har. Så har Onorato nogle andre ting, men skal der være lige nogle episoder, der var ærgerlige over Onorato med den kamp, ting. Det er virkelig bevandt i øjeblikket for FC Midtjylland. Så kommer der bare en ny mand ind og leverer varen.
Looks lively this evening.
Og gjorde det jo igen i weekenden, det skal vi huske på. Kommer ind og laver 2 mål.
Ja, der er det knep.
Clever cross by Poulsen. To get a header on it. He's always asking rather a lot though from the Norwegian.
Det er simpelthen, det er skuespil, den østrigske dommer mod sådan duel mod Skembry. Tidligt på tværs af Jakob Poulsen, og han kommer først på den. Alexander Sørloth.
Ja, det er godt fået ind over Jakob Poulsen.
Really seen much of Limassol's attacking threat so far. That might change now with Chambry. Free kick goes against Nissen there.
Nu snakker meget om Sørloth, men Jakob Poulsen
might be in trouble with the referee.
Uvurderligt på det her hold, til at ikke at binde tingene sammen og tage de kloge beslutninger.
Ja, og ikke mindst slå de dødbolde, som man er så fremragende til.
The one we saw a few minutes ago.
Ja, den ubestridte assist-kong på
He was beaten.
Ja, i Danmark.
Perhaps a little bit lucky to get away without a yellow card.
Hans rutine, den er enorm.
But it's an interesting position here.
Den her type kamp.
Skembry, det er en overivrig Rasmus Nissen, og så skal han selvfølgelig have frisparket. Malteseren, jeg kan godt forstå, at han er rasende, for han har selvfølgelig situationen.
Nissen the Danes do have a clear height advantage. Kyriakou standing closely too. Decent free kick too it was.
Ja, jeg vil sige, hvis han ikke skal have gul på den, Rasmus Nissen, så skal der meget til i dag for at få gul på.
Hansen in fact.
Og det er hårdfint det her for scorer. Kyprioterne, ja, så vil det være dem, der for en stund er i bedst position. Sådan er regnstykket selvfølgelig. Det er dem, der har mange folk med. Midtjylland, der forsvarer sig med samtlige spillere.
Apollon of Cyprus. That's a good header too.
Hjørnespark strejfer via Kian Hansen, som jeg lige ser det.
Maglica it was the Croat who got our opportunities now.
Modstød fra
stopperen
Hector Juste.
Got up really well then, Maglica just couldn't direct his header goalwards. Disappointment for the Croatian, third season now.
Det er også et godt sparket hjørnespark. Igen kommer de højest. Maglica, frontløberen.
Dæksny sidder og tryk, når vi ser det her hjørnespark her. På Midtjyllands vegne.
It's a poor header.
Overspringer Philip Novak. Kommer på den side af Maglica.
Keeper should get there. Can't use his hands. reacted well in the end, Hansen. And there comes over to take the throw. Rather wasteful in the end. Apollon.
Jesper Hansen.
Ja, det går mål, når spiller Jesper Hansen, ja.
Scanner lige feltkanten og tager ingen chancer.
Comfortable playing out of the back. It's just in the final third that we haven't really seen much in the way of striking intent so far from Limassol this evening. It's a nice touch for Nissen. Poulsen's gone on the run inside. Does get the pass through, surely that's a foul. As you can see, he was clearly held back, but it's a throw in anyway for the hosts. It's a decent turn from Sørloth. It could be an opportunity here. Roma it was who was crowded out. Hassan tries to go around the outside and does give away another free kick. Slightly mistimed challenge. Well, Midtjylland will be pleased with how things have gone so far. Not only do they have that all-important one-goal lead, but they haven't let Limassol create much, although that could change now. Maglita on the far side. Alex now, the Brazilian, to his compatriot. Can't find him though. Well played by Hassan, the scorer. Fairly so though, says the referee, much to the disgust of the majority of the crowd here in Denmark. Schembry's in the middle. It's not going to reach him though. Was this a foul on Hassan? Chandler it was, and his teammate. Oh, they sandwiched him out of the game. But in the meantime, it's a corner kick for Limassol. Plenty in the box. Maglica is the danger man. We saw him earlier on. Still three. There's a decent cross in too. It's going to come to Kyriakou. Elects not to shoot. Does so the second time. Easy save in the end for Jesper Hansen. It's more promising though for Apollon. Beat this man rather easily there, Kyriakou. And that's better. You can see Augusti on the bench, the Cypriot coach. Certainly, it's not a disastrous position to be in so far for Apollon. I do rather get the feeling that both sides wouldn't be too disheartened if we were to go in at the half-time break with this scoreline. It's a nice ball by Poulsen. And Roma's onto it here. Just a little bit too far ahead. No free kick, says the referee. Once again, crowd making their feelings painfully obvious, as does Poulsen, the captain. As Roma found space, and it was a pretty hefty challenge. You can see why they were frustrated there, the Danes. Another hefty challenge coming in, this time by Kian Hansen. Maglica seems to be the target for most of the rough stuff from the Danes at the moment. Certainly it was late and rather reckless too. Can't be long before the referee starts brandishing cards here, you feel. In the meantime, interesting position for a free kick. It's poor though from the Brazilian. He's going to get another go though. Alex. It's a better ball into the middle. Handball, says the referee. Maglici not happy. Well, you can see why he was a little bit frustrated. Seemed to be more on the shoulder. Certainly we've seen more of Limassol in the last 10 minutes or so as an attacking force in his first half. Just under 15 to go now. That's well won by Sørloth. He does look a handful tonight, Alexander Sørloth. Top scorer for the team this season, isn't even playing tonight, Onuachu, with 4 goals. We do have this great 100% home record, both in the league and the cup. It's a good long throw. Dealt with it well though at the back. It was Juster who got the final touch. Nicely dealt with. Rather small trophy cabinet that they have here at Midtjylland so far, hoping to change things. Limassol slightly more. Apollon from Limassol 0. By Kyriakou. Yakolis really not getting much change out of the Midtjylland defence so far. Sparv plays it forward down his left hand side, gets it back, looking for the run of Sørloth. Sørloth once again, is he held down? Well, the crowd baying for a penalty. Torup as well. Be interesting to see that one again. And Sørloth right in front of the referee, could be in trouble here. Well, it's all kicking off here. Pushes Sakeli to the ground, and if the official saw that, he could be off here. Well, Alexander Sørloth is a very silly boy, and he's going to be a very lucky boy if he gets away with it too. You can see the officials trying to bring back some order here. Well, initially Sørloth was angry that the decision went against him. Now let's see what the Austrian referee's going to do here. I have a feeling it's going to be a red card. Another day, another referee. Might have done worse. Was it 6 of one and half a dozen of the other? Let's take another look. Well, You don't see that going unpunished very often. On Sørloth, again it goes against him. Rather got lost in all of the melee afterwards. Here come Apollon with Schembri. Finds Alex. Back to Zakedi, involved in that fracas a minute ago. That's why he's getting the boos from the fans. They're not happy. Alex back to Zakedi. That's a tough one for the chase, and a clear foul in the end by Frustrated. Still Midtjylland win, lead by the and winning by the away goals rule at the moment. It's a tight one. It's a poor pass, easy for Alex, and then like the cards were going to start coming out. And guilty of a rather reckless challenge on Jander. No complaints about the yellow. Alex with the free kick, too far though. Easy catch for Hansen in goal. And Sørloth is onside here if he can beat the keeper. It's had to go the long way round. Back to Nissen. And the chance has gone for the moment. Here's Sparv though, picking up the pieces for Midtjylland. Suddenly time seems to stand still. Now the chance has gone. Well, I think Sørloth probably thought he was offside. It was certainly a tight call. Nissen maybe should have tried lobbing the keeper himself. That's well played by Maglica. Whose goal separates the two sides on the night. Good ball. Well, the crowd are certainly doing their bit as well this evening. Nissen to his captain Poulsen, gets it back, two in the box to aim for it. Still live though. Poulsen can't reach it. And in the end, Alex comes away for Limassol. Finds Maglica, not much ahead of him at the moment. And again, the move breaks down in the final third for Limassol. Rather been the story of the evening for the Cypriots. Kyriakou now. No foul, says the referee. Much to the Cypriots' annoyance. 3 minutes left on the clock now till the half-time break. There probably will be at least a minute, maybe closer to 2, bearing in mind that fracas. To collect the ball. Not much movement ahead of him. The middle there. And despite the fact that they've got this rather poor record of letting in goals, Midtjylland so far have looked pretty comfortable at the back. The challenge. That's a play. And away comes Sørloth once again, just can't find a pass. They are finding more space down the left-hand side in these later stages of the first half. Everything seemed to be channeled from the right in the early stages. It's Kyriakou. Siketi goes wide. Once again, 2 in the box to aim for if he can find a cross. Goes for the shot instead. You can see what his teammates and coach think of that effort. Rather a disappointing end to what was a promising position for Limassol. Midtjylland will most likely try to retain possession in this final minute of the first half. Alexander Sørloth, one of the biggest talking points, even though he wasn't the scorer of the goal. In the meantime, here's Alex for Limassol. He's got a run on the outside to the left if he could find Chandler. Hefty challenge, unnecessary one as well by Hassan. Elbow in the back of Chandler. Just 1 minute to be added on. And will that prove a costly error by the goal scorer, Rilwan Hassan? Because Limassol are crowding the box here. Keep your eye on Maglica, the Croat. It's a decent one, well dealt with though by Hansen on the near post. Still they keep it alive with Kyriakou. And it does go all the way back in the end to Bruno Varley. Hassan, a rather strange clearance. Man of the hour so far, Rilwan Hassan. Sørloth laying it off to Poulsen. 2 in the box. Almost reached 2. Midtjylland ending the first half in possession and on top, and enjoying not just a lead on the night, but a slight lead on on the overall outcome of the game. 1-0 at half-time to the Danes. We had one contentious moment where the Norwegian Alexander Sørloth went down seemingly for a penalty. That wasn't given. Sørloth, in his anger, pushed an opponent to the ground. Rather lucky to get away with a red card. And we have an aggregate score as it stands of 3 each, with Midtjylland leading on the away goals rule, but a half-time score here in Denmark of FC Midtjylland 1, Limassol 0. We'll be right back with the second half.
Jeg kan jo ikke stå her med det. Skal vi holde øje med Jan Hede? Ja, jamen.
Vil du være sikker på at have din egen plads til store fodboldoplevelser i Superligaen og forhåbentlig i Europa i denne sæson, så er det nu, du skal købe dit sæsonkort. Og det kan du læse meget mere om på fcm.dk/sæsonkort. Ja, publikum, så var det nok det, vi skal i gang med den nye spændende anden halvleg. Jeg håber, I har fået snakket op, at det er klar til at lægge maks på i anden halvleg også. Det er simpelthen behov for. Så har jeg lige en meddelelse til alle jer, der var med til at gøre en flot tifo inden kampen til en stor succes. Tusind tak, fordi I deltog. Og så håber jeg, at I har lagt mærke til, hvad der står på den del af tifoen i jeres egen station og det andet. Jeg kan så at hvis I lødbringer tifoen, eller i hvert fald helt andet, så Jack & Jones herrecenteret, så er der 25% rabat på et par kilos. Og herfra skal jeg også lyde en stor tak til Jack & Jones, som har en stor støtte til vores tifo.
So a warm welcome back to a very pleasant evening here in Denmark, and things going very swimmingly as well for the Danish hosts, Midtjylland, leading by a 1-0 on the evening, bringing us an aggregate scoreline of 3 each, but courtesy of the 2 goals they scored in Cyprus last week against Limassol, it is Midtjylland who slightly have the upper hand. One of those difficult situations as a coach, how you approach the second half. They're 45 minutes away from the group stage of the Europa League. It's a big carrot to dangle in front of both teams. It's going to be the visitors from Limassol to get us underway in the second half in the blue and white strip. Danish referee will certainly have been a topic of conversation at half-time among many. The Danish fans probably not happy that he refused to give them a penalty when Alexander Sørloth seemed to have been pushed over inside the box. However, Sørloth's reaction afterwards, pushing an opponent to the ground, could very easily, with another referee on another night, have ended up with a red card and an early bath, and that really would have put the balance very much back in favour of the Cypriots. Well, Midtjylland 45 minutes away from the group stages. It's when the big guns will be arriving in the competition. Not to say that we don't already have some big sides in it. Some very interesting games going on this evening. It's nicely done in the meantime by Maglica. Of course, the likes of Arsenal and FC Köln from Germany, they'll be entered into the draw tomorrow. Question is, against which of these sides? There's a good opportunity. Is it going to fall again for Limassol? They want a penalty. They're not going to get it. And you can see how incensed they are. Chander gets a yellow straight away. Well, by far the most dangerous they've looked in the entire match this evening, and it comes within a minute of the restart. Let's take another look. It was Chambry who's had the first effort blocked, then it came back out. It was Yakolis who had the shot. Really difficult for us to see from here. Sparv it was who blocked the ball, but did seem to strike him on the arm, but you could say it was at such close range and fired with such power that he had no choice to get away from it. But the signs are good for this second half if Limassol are going to come out. It's a good tackle by Rasmus Nissen over on the right hand side. He's done a good job of keeping Chander under wraps over there. Chander, the Brazilian, it is on the ball at the moment. Looking for Maglica, who's happy to win the corner kick. Well, another big decision for the referee to make. This might give us another look at it. Well, now that you can see it from that angle. Clearly it did strike the arm, but it was very difficult for Tim Sparv to do much about it. Corner kick then, a decent header in by Hector Just, I think it was, who had the last touch. But a promising start to the second half for the Cypriot side. You can see Just got away from Tim Sparv. Of course, for this one to go into extra time, we would need to see another 4 goals yet. Both sides would need to be a lot more clinical than they've shown in the first 47 minutes here. Paulson, yeah, I could see what he was trying to do there with a through ball, just didn't work. Nice idea though from the captain. If Limassol, of course, were to score 1, it would put them back in the driving seat with a 4-3 advantage. So this tie still very much on a knife edge here. Sparv plays it to Römer, goes back to Hansen. You can see very equal in terms of possession. And in actual fact, we did see the stats at half-time, and it was, in fact, the Cypriots who edged things in terms of attacking and chances, although by far the clearer cut opportunities did fall for the hosts. Sparv getting involved in a challenge there. This could open up for Limassol. This is a chance for... and he went down and it's gone in. Well, a really strange goal. Chembry it was who scored, and we have had a goal that once again does change the face of the tie. You can see what it means to the Cypriots. A really scrappy goal, and it's back to square one for Jes Torup and his team. Well, they did cut open the back line, and I'm not even sure he got the last touch. You might be able to see Sparv it was who went in for the challenge. Let's take a look here. Maybe it did come off Tim Sparv, but it somehow found the corner of the net, and one of the strangest goals of the evening has put Limassol from Cyprus back in the driving seat. They've come out in this second half, completely different side. They've taken the game to Midtjylland and they've got their reward, and it's back to square one for the Danes here. Well, if any of them were thinking the job was done or even half done, they now know they've got it all to do once again. Well, suddenly anxious looks on the faces of the Danish officials. That wasn't in the script, and it's looked highly unlikely. No real big surprise to see that the goal Limassol do score tends to be such a scrappy one, but they all count, and that counts big time for Limassol. Disappointment and frustration for Jes Torup, while the ever animated Sophronis Avgusti, full of instructions, did say in the first half that Midtjylland do have problems at the back keeping clean sheets. Got to feel sorry for Jesper Hansen in goal. Really was nothing he could do about that goal. Hassan, scorer of Midtjylland's goal in the first half. How much they need another one from him now. Feels like a long time ago. The 10th minute, the Danes took the lead. And Certainly a much more attacking looking Apollon side in the second half, and they did get their rewards. They might have had a penalty as well. Boring looking to chase things down. And the emphasis is certainly on Midtjylland to come and attack now. Back to being the Cypriot side who have to work out how they approach things. In the meantime, here's Yakolis for Limassol. Whether they hang on to what they've got or look for another one. I do feel that should Limassol get that second one, then it really is a massive uphill struggle for Midtjylland. Well, there were stunned looks on the faces, not just of the Danish team, but in the crowd as well. And that ball just crept into the corner. In the meantime, maybe an opportunity for Jonas Boring on this left-hand side. Three in the box for Rainforce, gone over Sørloth. Still alive though. Nissen finds Hassan. Looks for Nissen on the return, doesn't find him though. And maybe Limassol can hit them on the break. Got a couple of runners coming up from the back now. In the end, they're happy to take the slow route. It always was a slender advantage that Midtjylland had. Hassan plays it back to Kian Hansen as the Danes look to build from the back. And again, look how much they're pressed by the Limassol team. Did a good job of getting away with it though. Roma playing it through to Poulsen, easily blocked out though. Either side already getting a foothold on this tie at the moment. Ten minutes gone in the second half. Midtjylland 1, Limassol 1. Limassol lead 4-3 on aggregate. Really poor control there by Filip Novak to give the ball back to the Cypriots, who are coming forward in numbers now. 4 up for this attack. It's a good strong challenge though by Nissen. Doesn't give away a free kick when maybe he should have done that. There's Yakolis, he's going to kick it out I think. We've got Cypriot down on the deck. Take a look at the challenge that led to the injury. Alex, it was the Brazilian who went down. That hefty challenge from Nissen. And that will be a blow to the Cypriots if he does have to come off. Haven't seen any substitutions yet, but he's such a key man in the midfield, just anchoring central midfield area. I think he is going to be okay. As we approach the hour mark, both coaches are going to start thinking about what options they've got to come from the bench. Hassan now, can he find a second goal? It's a really superbly taken first. How much they could do with him to find the net again now. Limassol, a much brighter proposition in this second half, no question about that. Chambry, the scorer, looking for Maglica, finding him too. Space on this right hand side now for João Pedro. Good cross into from Yakolis. Well saved in the end though. Hassan now for Midtjylland, that's not a good ball. No chance. We do need to see a little bit more from the Danes if they're going to find their way back into this one. Kiriakou for Limassol. João Pedro. Saketti now. Can you see from the stats, 10 attempts on goal from the Cypriots. In all honesty, they've hardly worked Hansen in the Midtjylland goal. So do Midtjylland have an ace up their sleeve? Not surprising to see substitutions being ready now for the Danes. Poulsen, the captain, tries to drive his team forward. Hassan just controls it back to Poulsen. That's Nissen, can't find his man once more. Another really loose ball by the Danes. Korschmar that time. Alex seems to have knocked off that injury somewhat. Poulsen now the captain for Midtjylland. What have they got? It's a decent ball through. A little bit too far for Sørloth though. Kick given away by Tim Sparv, the Finn. It's a bit of a harsh one. It is going to be Hassan, the scorer, to make way. Let's take another look at the fine goal he scored in the 10th minute. Feels like a long time ago now. Superb celebration as well. Božidar Krajev is his replacement. Krajev has around half an hour to make his mark here. Well, it is a battle now for the hosts. Never one to sit quietly on the bench. It's Avgusti. And we've got a yellow card for time wasting. Watch out, Pedro. Unlikely to be the last of the evenings, my guess. But the emphasis is on the hosts to try and find something. Long range effort from Alex. It was never really going to worry Hansen in goal. A little over 25 minutes then for Midtjylland to score a vital second goal here. That would once again put the advantage back their way. Boring it is, who wins the corner kick for his team as the rain starts to fall down here in Jutland. Crowd doing their best to lift the hosts here. Corner kick then. Paulson, the captain, to take it. Can't beat the first man though. And that's going to go harmlessly all the way through to Bruno Varley in goal from Kian Hansen. And yes, Torup knows he's got a job on his hands. Midtjylland, who finished the regular season last term in 5th place. They have a championship round after that, and they finally ended up in 4th. The eventual victors were FC Copenhagen, who have not started the season well in Denmark at all. Midtjylland in 2nd place at the moment, with 12 points from 3 victories. 4 victories, I should say. Nice ball by Paulson out to Nissen on the right hand side. Plays it back to Paulson, who just wins it at the stretch. Krajev the substitute. Looks for the return. It's going to Boring instead. There is Krajev. Scottman in the middle. Can't find him though with a cross. Rather disappointing final attempt by Sparv. Well, the conditions could play a role in this last half an hour or so. It's going to be very skiddy on the surface, as you can see. The rain pouring down now. Frustration for Jes Torup. Bruno Varley in no great rush to take the kick, as you would imagine. Ketty playing it back. Nice idea, and he did really well to latch onto it, Jander, before being taken down. Yellow card to Nissen. It's really nicely done by the Cypriots. Easy decision for the referee to make that time. So another name in the referee's book. More importantly, quite a good opportunity here for the Cypriots. 4 in the box at the moment. Maglica will be the danger man. Plenty other firepower in there as well. Frenchman Roberge is in the middle there too, along with Just. Here comes a free kick. It's a poor one though. Really disappointing. Still 1-1 on the night, and a slender 1-goal advantage on aggregate for the visitors from Cyprus. Poor clearance that time by João Pedro. We really haven't seen anything like the attacking intent from Midtjylland in the second half that we did in the first. Sorloth has been largely ineffectual in the second 45. He looked such a threat throughout the first. It's nicely done by Paulson, showing a captain's example. Boring seeing a lot of the ball on that left-hand side in this second half. Aglicha now comes away for Limassol. Tripped in the end. Well, to get into the group stages of the Europa League, it's important for the not so glamorous sides, shall we say. Not only, and here's a great opportunity for a second now. Can he keep his nerve? No, he can't. Disappointment in the end for Yakolis. Looked like it opened up for him. It's a great ball through. And Yakolis was onto it. You could see what he was trying to do. And in the end, it was a little bit too easy to read. There's Krayev now, the substitute. It's a decent run through. And ceremoniously bundled to the ground. And this is where the Danes can be much more potent. They've got a lot of height in this team. If the delivery from Paulson is good, it can cause real problems here. Look out for the likes of Sorloth and Boring. It's all about the delivery now. 20 minutes left on the clock. Time against the Danes. And that was a really poor free kick from Paulson. That's another disappointing delivery into the box. Missing that time the guilty party. Once again, Bruno Valli in no rush to kick out. Hefty challenge from Nissen. He's already on a yellow. He's going to have to be careful. I think it was more the way he awkwardly fell then, Aglicha. And we have a substitution for the visitors. Rather disappointed, Antonio Yakolis makes way. Adrian Sardinero to replace him. Sardinero played in the first leg. You see how disappointed Yakolis was. The Croatian new signing from FCSB in Bucharest. A little over 15 minutes now for the Cypriots to hold on to what they've got, or maybe even better it. That's nicely done, and 3 in going forward here. Kreev, the substitute, looking to latch on to the pass. Didn't come though from Surlock. Surlock looking to add to his tally of 2 goals. It's a lovely pass, just a little bit too much on it. Well played, Bruno Vardy, to come out. Now we're going to see another long throw. Kian Hansen, it is over on that far side. Once again, they stack the box with big names. They can't find the man once more. Delivery's been poor, and he's got to win this challenge, the defender, which he does well. Hansen, a rather wayward clearance, gets away with it though, finding his namesake Kian Hansen. And Paulson, the captain, comes away from Midtjylland. Still some very big clubs left in this competition. Thinking from the Premier League, Everton, they're still playing this evening. Ajax playing this evening. Zenit, we understand, have gone through, or on the verge of going through, in a very tight game against Utrecht. Dynamo Kiev, another giant of European football. Ajax are playing tonight as well. So there's a high calibre of teams, and as I was saying earlier on, to get into the group stage, come in and not a lot, not just in terms of personal glory, but in terms of finance too. Everybody would want an Arsenal or an Everton or an FC Köln or an Ajax to be in their group. Chance to spring a surprise and add a few coffers. Chambry, the goal scorer. And quite happy to just keep possession now for the Cypriots. We'll see another substitution from the hosts, and not surprisingly it's an attacking one. Andre Römer to be replaced by Gustav Wickheim. So can Wickheim produce the spark that's needed for the Danes, with time starting to run out? Just 24 years of age, another Norwegian, so we've got a real Norwegian look to the forward line of Midtjylland. In the meantime, Limassol are going to make a substitution of their own as well. Here's confirmation, Aglika, the Croat, to be replaced by Zelaya. Aglica's run his feet into the ground this evening for the cause. He's had a really good game. Time starting to run out a little bit for the hosts here. Zelaya, the substitute. Back to João Pedro, goes all the way over to the other side in Chander. And Alex to go long. Alex in a very advanced position there. Kyriakou wins the header and Limassol come away again. Alex holding his position. Here he is now. He's got a runner on the right hand side. João Pedro, 3 in the box now. Rather disappointing end to a promising position there. But they do win the throw in on this right hand side. It will be João Pedro to take that throw. Alex has gone looking for the ball and wins it too. Decent cross in as well. Kyriakou nicely knocked off. Back to João Pedro. That's another good cross. Delivery has been much better from Limassol in the second half. Chambry, the goal scorer for the Cypriots, quite happy to let the ball run out of play. You can see how they dominated the second half. Really haven't seen much at all from Midtjylland. This could be an opportunity. It's not going to run. Looked like it should have been a free kick for Jonas Boring, but no, says the referee. He'd rather swing a leg out at it. Shot blocked, so another corner for Limassol. Taking it short this time, Kyriakou. 3 in the box, instead it goes diagonally over and high and wide. Much to the frustration of Avgusti, the Cypriots coach. You can see what Zakedi was trying to do, just didn't quite get the angle on it that he was after. It's too far for Zorlov to chase. Once again, Bruno Vali quite happy to use up a few precious seconds. Just 10 minutes left on the clock now here in Denmark, and it's looking a little bit grim for the hosts. Still time though. It's a nice layoff. Good run forward from the substitute. Just can't make anything of it in the end. Sardinero. And the game really starting to open up in these latter stages. Danes know they've really got to go for it, but it could be the ultimate goal now. I think he's gone down. It's a penalty. It is a penalty. Well, it was a good break. Substitute Zelaya it was who was taken down. Few complaints from the Danes. Kushmar it was with the challenge. It was a slack pass in midfield, and now Limassol have the perfect opportunity. Vikheim lost it in midfield straight away. Kyriakou played it forward to Zelaya. Kept his nerve. Was it inside the box? It was just about. No question of what it means to coach Avgusti, and a golden opportunity now for Limassol to put a large foot in the group stages of the Europa League. Big job for Jesper Hansen. So this for 2-0, and he saved it. Alex has his penalty saved by Jesper Hansen. He's the hero of the hour, and sometimes those events really can end up being turning points in matches. It lifts the team, it lifts the crowd. Jesper Hansen then saving the penalty. Can they make amends from the corner? No, they can't. And away come Midtjylland. Has that given them the boost that they so desperately wanted? Here's Poulsen. He's running down a blind alley though. Wins the throw in. He wants to take quickly. Spar plays it forward. There's 3 in the box. It's a man over on the far side. And it's a great chance. Brilliantly blocked. Boring looked odds on to score there. It was a wonderful block. Good breakout by the Danes. Boring did everything right. Fantastic defending though. And Torup, the coach, can't believe it. Corner kick then to Midtjylland. What a dramatic finale we're going to have. Don't forget, in the first leg last week, the deciding goal came in the 91st minute. So we're a long way from a conclusion just yet. Kyriakou it is who goes down under the challenge. It was a decent corner in. No doubt, and there was a little push there. What an opportunity that was for Jonas Boring. Did look like it was all going to work out. Are we going to see the hosts once again grab late glory like we did last week? Pensive look on the face of Jes Torup. Can't do much more now. Kian Hansen takes the free kick quickly. Need to get the ball forward. 6 minutes left on the clock. And of course there will be a few extra minutes to add on for all the substitutions. And a free kick here for Midtjylland in a very interesting looking position. Yellow card too for Zelaya substitute. Sardinero in fact it was. Rather cynical. Thought he got away with it. But it is an interesting position here for the hosts. They're going to load that penalty area. Plenty of height in the box for Midtjylland. Anxious look on the face of Jes Torup. As always, Captain Paulsen standing over it. Two players looking to distract the goalkeeper. Haven't seen that done before. They're in an offside position at the moment. Now they do come out. Paulsen takes his time to come all the way out, and Paulsen shoots straight into the wall, and away it goes to safety. And another chance goes begging for the Danes. Once again, good defending. The wall did its job. Expect another long throw in there from Kian Hansen. Visitors looking to run the clock down. 4 minutes plus time added on that for Midtjylland to find something. Paulsen with a longer cross that time. They keep it alive. Maybe force for Boring here. It's a goal kick in the end. Disappointment once more for the Danes. Novak had little chance to get out of the way of that ball. Still 1-1 on the night. 4-3 on aggregate now to Limassol, who have also missed a penalty if you've joined us late. That was the chance they had to really wrap things up. They didn't take it. Can the Danes make them pay? Sørloth going in rather strongly again, but once again they do look decent on the break, Limassol, and not throwing too many men forward here. Sardinero has gone into the box. Alex quite happy just to keep possession for his team. There's Jander. It's probably going to go all the way back. It does indeed. Well, Midtjylland have got to chase the game now. Foul by Zelaya. Again, an opportunity to go long if they choose route one, which indeed they do. Sørloth once again right in the middle of things. Just can't find that extra bit of quality in the final third. He's run into trouble there, Alex. Boring, almost finding Sørloth. It's all a bit frenetic at the moment. Somebody needs to put their foot on it. Hansen's going to win that, playing it back to his namesake in goal. Hero of the hour, if they somehow find another goal. Jesper Hansen in goal from saving that penalty, which keeps the tie alive for the Danes. Up goes Sørloth. Can't find his man though. 1.5 minutes on the clock. Poulsen keeping it alive, and a big whack out from Jander. Anywhere will do right now for Limassol. They're within touching distance of the group stage here. The draw will be made tomorrow. The final this year to be played in Lyon, in France. Kian Hansen with the cross in that time. Coming back to Kraev. Can't find his man though. Well won back by Hansen. Poulsen now. Final minute of normal time. Again they go long towards Boring. He wins the header too. Sørloth, was he taken down? Novak, in fact it was, who went down in the box. Let's take another look. Boring won the header really well. And he did go down rather easily. Was there a tug on the shirt? Well, Seaman given. More frustration for the Danes. Alex it is to be replaced. He's had a good game tonight. Giannis Pitas, who scored the all-important winner in Limassol last week in the 91st minute, will come on. And Dueland for Midtjylland, hoping to be a late hero here too. We haven't heard how many extra minutes we're going to get. It should be the keepers. Still we wait for confirmation of how many minutes we're going to have in time added on. Midtjylland, as it stands, are on their way out of the Europa League. Nicely done by Kraev. Doesn't get the return ball though from Novak. Here's Poulsen. He's going too far back. They need to get the ball forward. 5 minutes we have of time added on here. Still time as we come to the end of the first minute. Once again, Boring wins the header. Can't direct it to a teammate though. Poulsen rather slow into the challenge. Throw in for Midtjylland. Kian Hansen. That's nicely done by the substitute. Again, a long cross comes in, the keeper stays. And it was the right decision in the end. Limassol will look to hold on to the ball and play it into the flanks. They win a throw-in, which is even better. João Pedro obviously not in any rush to take it. Kian Hansen lays it back to his keeper once again. They're throwing everything now at the Cypriot side. That should be the keeper's though. Easy catch for Bruno Varley. And he will take a few extra seconds. Precious seconds they are too for Limassol. Things started so well for the Danes tonight, taking the lead on just 10 minutes. And in the meantime, they're on a break here, the visitors. Is this going to wrap it up for Limassol? Well defended, but I think at the cost of a corner. Indeed it wasn't. Nearly 3 minutes now. Are we going to see the kind of late drama we saw in Cyprus last week? Again, boring the target. Again, he wins a header. Again, they can't take advantage. And they're leaving themselves very open at the back here, Midtjylland. They've got a little choice. It's do or die now. Poor kick out from Hansen. Chander still foraging forward, and still Chander goes on. He's not going to reach that though. Well played, Hansen. It's pinged straight back. Well, a needless challenge. Could this be a chance for Portland? It's just not falling for the Danes. One more minute now of time added on. Again they go long. Sørloth that time can't find a colleague. There's Nissen on the far side. Nicely done, Hansen. It's going to have a pop. Krajev picks up the pieces. Still Midtjylland press. And that's an easy save for Bruno Vali. And that might just about be enough for the Cypriots. Disappointment. Frustration for Yestor up on the bench. They know the game is almost up now, the Danes. One last chance, are we going to see? We've got to get the ball forward. Free kick for Midtjylland. This is it now. Everybody forward, including the keeper. The 5 minutes are up. Are we going to get last-ditch drama here in Denmark? It's a decent free kick in. And that volley by Poulsen is the last kick of the game. And Limassol have made it to the group stages of the Europa League. Were under the cosh for much of the first half, but they came out much brighter in the second. Scored a rather fortuitous goal, if the truth be told, from as they pressed forward harder and harder. Midtjylland, a really strong attempt. You can see what it means to the players. Who says the Europa League doesn't matter? Limassol also missed a penalty, brilliantly saved by Hansen in goal. It didn't matter in the end though, because we've got a final score here of Midtjylland 1, Limassol 1, and an aggregate victory for the Cypriots by 4-3. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next round.
This from Apollon Limassol, please be advised that we will make a full plan. This means that we will be asked to stay inside the stadium for a minimum of 15 minutes and to full understanding. Mine damer og herrer, jeg håber, vi ses og høres ved igen på søndag 27. august kl. 1300, hvor vi alle Superligaen tager imod Lyngby. Tusind tak for i aften, tak for fremledet. Kom godt, og send os.
lige op i trummen, hvis det er. Så det stopper lige.
Just right from the word go, Liverpool were at it. In the meantime, it's Midtjylland who are at it. Boring on that left hand side, can't find a cross, plays it back instead, 3 in the box to aim for. Still they wait for the cross, and it runs rather harmlessly wide in the end. Poulsen, the captain tonight, not managing to control the pass. Those kind of passes rather typical. We do hear from elsewhere that Larnaca from the Cypriot League have actually gone out of the competition tonight. They drew 0-0 at home to Pilton, meaning they ended up losing 3-1 on aggregate.